Alright, today I'm going to be installing DC sport headers on my 91 Civic stock DX. Here's the part number, HC5002P. And also for the gaskets, also those that are missing the gaskets that are in between the two-piece headers, this is the part number for the two little O-ring gaskets that go in between. I'm pretty sure that's works for all other headers. Alright, so I'm going to first by taking off the shield, usually 3 bolts, 1, 2, and sometimes down here 3, and then also take the oil stick out. Once you do that, you'll see the bolts to the header. But first, I'm going to start by removing the bottom header. Bottom header has 2 bolts here. It has the bolts to the cat, which is right here, 2 bolts with the spring, and also 3 bolts over here. Sorry if it's hard to see. I have no lighting at the moment. Alright, once I removed it, as you can see, it's gone. Removed it from the catalyst converter, and also the 2 bolts here. Now I'm gonna undo all of the oil pan bolts since I'm here. It's been leaking, so I'm not too sure how many of the bolts there are, but there's a lot. So take them all out, and I'm gonna take off the old gasket and replace the new one. Before I forget, empty the oil first and then remove the bolts. Either way, I don't know how people do it, but this is how I do it. Alright, so there are all the bolts from the top. This is how it looks. So I'm going to remove this gasket, try to clean off all the gasket that's underneath that, and prep it for the next one, for the new one. Yeah. Alright, so once I cleaned up the gasket, I added new gasket just on the ends, on both sides. And then now I'm going to place the new gasket over it and put it back on the car and plug in all the bolts. Next, I'm going to start with the headers. So unplug the O2, usually it's on this side. And next, take out all these bolts and then remove the oil stick. Got the top portion on, as you can see. It's a lot lighter than the stock exhaust. Looks nicer too. Alright, got the O2 sensor on. Don't forget the donut gasket is going to be at the end right here. And then also don't forget your 2 gaskets here before you plug it in. And when you plug it in, it's going to be just like how you took it off. So 3 bolts here, 2 bolts here, and 2 bolts right here. Here's the final product. Got it all bolted up. I have a lot of slack here, so I'm gonna zip tie the O2. So I have a lot of extra slack, so I'll make sure not to put that near anything hot. And everything looks good. I got the oil pan gasket in, try to clean it up a little better, change the oil, and I'll start it up in a bit.